Hello, boys and girls. It's Monday, October 5th, and I'm doing your math lesson today. And I did our problem solving lesson on the last chapter, and I'm going to do the problem solving lesson for this chapter again. So, what you're going to need today is your math paper for today. It's green on the top. It is lesson 6, and it says problem solving. Okay. If you want to use, you might want counters, so you might want to get some counters, but you won't necessarily need them because you're going to kind of decide how you're going to figure out these story problems today, and you might not need counters, okay? And then you need your pencil, and that's it for today. And we're going to learn a new strategy on how to problem solve, and of course we're doing subtraction this time, so it's a subtraction. Okay, so turn it on here. All right, so this is what we're going to learn today is how to draw a diagram to solve a problem. Last time we learned an addition, we learned how to write a addition number sentence. Now we're going to draw a diagram, and drawing a diagram is just like drawing pictures to figure it out. So they have the pictures here that they drew. So when we read a story problem, we have to think about what we know. So like, what are they telling us that we know? And then what do we need to find out? Because what we have to find out is how we're going, that helps us figure out how to solve it and get the right answer. So on this story problem, Abby, and Abby's in my class, Abby has 5 erasers. She gives Matt 2 erasers. How many erasers does Abby have left? So if we think about what we know, they underlined what we know. What we know is Abby has 5 erasers. We know that. And she gives Matt 2. So she has 5 and then she gives him 2. She doesn't give him 2 different ones. She gives him 2 of these that she already has. Okay, that's what takeaway is. So she gives him 2. Then we need to find out how many erasers does Abby have left. So let's plan. And plan was a spelling word last week. So let's plan. How will I solve the problem? Well, I think I'm going to draw a diagram. So they drew for us 5 erasers, and they made them kind of fancy. So they drew 5 erasers that Abby has. How many did she give to Matt? Right, 2. So that's where the X's are there. We're going to cross off. We have to trace that. Let's cross off 2 erasers. That's what she gave to Matt. So Matt is getting these. So how many erasers does Abby have left? How many are left? 3, right. 3 erasers are left. So is my answer reasonable? Well, we know she started with 5 and she gave some away. So we know that 3 is a reasonable answer. It's less than 5. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today is we're going to draw a picture to get the answer. And then we're going to do something else a little bit later with that. All right, so you're going to open and flip to this page with the stuffed lion. Look for the stuffed lion. Okay, we're going to do it again together, and I will underline and circle what we know and what we need to find out on mine, okay? So Lila has 8 toys. Okay, that's something we know. So we know Lila has 8 toys, okay? She lets Rex play with 3 of her toys, okay? So that's something else we know. She lets Rex play with 3 of the toys. How many toys does Lila have left? That's what we have to figure out, right? So let's circle, or I'm going to circle. How many toys does Lila have left? That's kind of tricky for you, so you don't have to do that, okay? Just look at mine. So we have to figure out how many toys does Lila have left. Let's plan it. How will I solve the problem? Well, we're going to draw a diagram today, okay? So we're going to draw, she has 8 toys. So we're going to draw 8 toys. Now you can keep them simple. If you're going to make them more complicated and take a while, you're going to have to pause me, okay? I'm going to draw 8 toys. I'm going to do some balls, and then I might draw some jump ropes. So I'm going to do 8 toys. 1, 2, and you draw 8 also. If you need to pause me to finish drawing, pause me. Okay, I have 8 total toys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we know Lila has 8 toys. How many does she give to Rex? Here. Yes, she gives 3 to Rex. Okay, let's cross off 3 toys. Doesn't matter which 3. So I cross off 3. How many toys does Lila have left? Look to see what you have left. 5, right, 5 toys are left. Okay, is my answer reasonable? Let's see if our answer is reasonable. Let's see, she started with 8 and she took 3 away. So yes, 5 would be a reasonable answer. It's not more than 8, it's less than 8. Okay, let's flip to the next page. Okay, up here we're going to apply the strategy. That means we're going to do what we just learned, and we're going to draw a diagram for this one. And it looks like we're going to be drawing cherries. Nick has 6 cherries. He eats 3 of the cherries. How many cherries are left? Okay, so think about what we know. We know he has 6 cherries. And we know he eats 3 of those cherries. And then we have to find out how many cherries are left. All right, so let's draw our diagram. We're going to draw 6 cherries. They could be 6 circles. If you want to give them stems, you can give them stems. Since I have colors here, I'm going to make it look like a cherry a little bit. I drew 6 cherries. That's what Nick has. And how many does he eat? Right, he eats 3. So let's cross off 3 cherries. Get blue. 1, 2, 3. So he ate those cherries. How many cherries are left? 1, 2, 3. Right, 3 cherries are left. Let's see, is that reasonable? Well, he started with 6 and he ate some. So yes, 3 is a reasonable answer. Because 3 plus 3 is 6, right? I think if I had 6 cherries, I think I would eat them all. How about you? I love cherries. Okay, down here it says these are brain builders. Okay, I'm going to read number 2, and I want you to try to solve it on your own, and then we'll talk about it. All right, so it says, Alberto buys 7 apples. He eats 3 apples. How many apples does he have left? You can draw a diagram and figure out. He has 7, or he buys 7 apples, and he eats 3. So draw your 7 and then cross off 3. Go ahead and pause me and come back. Okay, so if he had 7, my apples are kind of funny looking. How many did he have left? What did you get for your answer? Right, 4. He had 4 left. Because if you draw your 7 and you cross off 1, 2, 3, that leaves 4 apples left. And that's a reasonable answer because we started with 7 and we took 3 away. And 3 plus 4 is 7. So that's a good answer. All right, at the bottom here, there are 2 questions to this, okay? So the first one says, there are 7 oranges. Miles eats 5 oranges. How many oranges does Miles have left? So draw your 7 and then cross off 5. He ate 5. How many are left? Pause me and do it. Okay, so you had 7 again. And then he ate 5. Change my color. 1, 2, 3. And what did you have for your answer? How many oranges did he have left? Right, 2. Because he ate most of them. He ate 5 of them, and 2 more is 7. So that is a reasonable answer. And then this goes with it. So if Miles has 2 oranges left, Beyonce has 3 oranges. Who has more oranges? Miles or Beyonce? Miles has 2. Beyonce has 3. So who has more? If it's Miles, you're going to write Miles. If it's Beyonce, you're going to write Beyonce. What are we going to write, boys and girls? Beyonce. Yes, she has 1 more than him, doesn't she? She has 3. So we're going to write her name with a capital B. Beyonce has more oranges. Okay, let's go to the last page. All right, so on this page, you can choose what you want to do to figure out the answer. You can draw a diagram like we've been doing, draw the pictures, cross them off. You can act it out, and what that means is use your counters if you want to figure it out. So if you have like different counters, if you had like 3 of something, you use 3 counters. And then take some away instead of crossing them out. Or you can write a number sentence. If you know the answer, you can just write the number sentence and then the answer. So I'm going to read each one of these. And then I want you to pause. I'm going to read each one all right now. And then I want you to pause me and try to do them. And then unpause me. Okay? So actually, let's do one at a time. I'm sorry. In case no one's there to help you read, we'll do one at a time. So I'll read this one and then you try to solve it. Lena has 6 books. She gives 2 books to her sister. How many books does Lena have left? So she has 6 books and she gives 2 to her sister. That's what we know. You need to find out how many books does Lena have left. Okay, pause me and use one of your ways to figure out the answer. Write it down and unpause me. Okay, so she had 6 books and she gave 2 away, so what was our answer? 4, right? You either drew 6 books and crossed off 2, or you used your counters, and then I won't see that here. Or you did your number sentence, 6 minus 2 equals 4. Any of those 3 ways is fine to figure it out. Okay? All right, the next one, number 5. Jessica catches 4 frogs. 3 of the frogs hop away. How many frogs does Jessica have now? Okay, so draw a diagram. Use counters or write a number sentence to figure it out. Pause me. Okay, what was your answer? The answer is 1. 4 frogs, take 3 away. Either drew it, used your counters, or wrote your number sentence. I'm going to draw. I can't really draw frogs, but I'll give them little eyeballs up there. You could have drew them however you wanted to draw them. That's the fun part of this. Okay, and then you crossed off 3, or you used your counters, or you did your number sentence. Any of those ways, okay? And then the last one, Marcos ate 5 crackers. Shani ate some of the crackers. Together they ate 9 crackers. How many crackers did Shawnee eat? Ooh, that one is going to be a hard one. So we know Marcos ate 5. We don't know how many Shawnee ate. We have to find that out. We know Marcos ate 5, and we know they had 9 altogether. So your 9 is your whole. I'm going to help you out a little bit here. I'm going to do the part whole. Okay, and here's your 9. If you took 9 down here, and then move 5 up, because 5 is what Marcos ate, and see what's left. So you are subtracting, boys and girls. You're taking the 9 crackers that they started with and take 5 away. I'm going to write the number sentence here. Okay, pause me and figure it out. You could draw crackers too. Okay, so what did you get for your answer? The answer was 4. Shawnee ate 4 crackers. Okay, so this was 4. Another way, if some of you may have done all crackers, well, crackers, I guess. Well, crackers can be circles. So maybe you had 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe you just started with all the crackers and then crossed off what Marcos ate. And 4 were left. All right, boys and girls, so that is our math today. Learning how to read the story problems, drawing a diagram was the thing we learned new today. Using counters, using a number sentence to figure out. The important thing about story problems is thinking about what we know and then figuring out what we have to find out, because that's important. Sometimes they word it tricky. So very good job. Just send maybe one of the pages to your teacher, or if you bring it into class, that's fine too. All right, have a great Monday, boys and girls. See you later.